Hey everybody, Arkin over here.
And Focus Seal.
Getting back some more. Let's play Trails of Daybreak 2. Last left off, a bunch of bad stuff happened and we did the Garden Floor 8. But, again, the bad stuff.
Well, looks like you've gathered some token. Anything you want?
I don't know, maybe. Hair and costumes and accessories. Gem cards for leveling up the love, skill stones. Droplets are still the same. That's still the same. Sports are still the same. Accessories are kind of meh.
Oh, you can choose your phone.
Yep, but I don't need to worry about any of that. I do need to worry about is not a damn thing. God dang it. No, the whale. But it's fine because I can just throw her in the party. So yeah, shields are great, but have you ever thought about just not letting any enemy get a turn or live? Because what I do is you when you're S boosted, there's a chance, and if you're full boosted, it's a 100% chance of every art you cast following up with an additional attack that has a chance to delay them which means pushing them back a little bit on the turn meter, enough to potentially pushing them back so your units can get more turns. Gang gets bigger every time. Oh, we heard all that. Commotion, aroma, oh.
Yeah.
So I know what this route is called. Because when I was going on Game Packs to what?
You looked it up.
Well, not intentionally. Because I didn't know. So when I was clicking on buttons on the Game Packs guide to figure out what choices to make for a couple of the side quests to get the extra SP and whatnot, this is called Tragedy at the Racetrack. Yumes. She's gonna be there. Gonna be there. She's babies. They're not babies. Babies. Food. Protect. Eat.
No.
The best. The yum. Yeah, that comic line. Do you know something the matter, Yumes? It's nothing. Anyway, did you know today's race is the finals? That means it's going to be extra fast. It's a little scary, but I still can't wait. I can definitely understand why you might find it frightening. If you ask me, that just adds to the thrill. I've only had to see them from behind a screen, but it's probably nothing compared to watching in person. Well, either way, this one's capping off a whole year's worth of races, so it's bound to be extra special. Yeah, I'd have nabbed a seat in the stands too if things weren't the way they are. Yeah, I'd have nabbed a seat in the stands too if things weren't the way they are. But hey, don't let me stop you enjoying yourself. Always see you later. We'll just be on our way then. On yes, feel something.
I wonder if Yumes is like also.
Hey, I can now travel to the fucking Tyrell district.
Oh yeah.
Then let's head over.
Movie time.
Perhaps Mr.
Oh, we should do that, yeah.
Well, that's why we're here.
The movies.
Welcome. Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
Sounds boring.
Please
Hi there.
Well, I'm sorry.
You should.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
What was I gonna say?
Come again.
I should find that shop that has the golden spoon.
No.
And no, not the golden spoon. The Proverbs of Divinity.
No.
Then what?
The bath.
Thanks for shopping.
I could, but those aren't really worth.
Okay.
There's Goldia. I can almost get Goldia. That's gonna be something pretty important. Yeah, whatever. I can farm those from the thing. Plus, I can't get this one anyway. Nemeth Island, can't get this one. That's prologue. I don't know if there's one for anything in Act 3.
Okay.
Whatever. What I am going to want to do is... I think you said it was in the Stewart bookstore for the other proverbs.
Please take as much time as you need.
Or those.
I hope to see you again.
Well, you probably won't, but yeah, you can. Yeah, you can hope.
It's really nice.
Cool. Let me just cut mine here. Hold up. How did I get dragged into this? Jay Segal, can I have your autograph? The last chapter of Bravely Legends was peak fiction. Are they trying to like combine the Bravely Default series and the
Yes, I
Legend of
would say,
Heroes
yeah,
series?
Legend of
That's
Heroes,
kind of
yeah.
cool. But wow, we never realized you were a girl. This is huge. I know. Headaches like this were the whole reason I hid my identity in the first place. Why? Why is this happening to me? Like, she just wanted to write books, and like, she didn't really want to be particularly popular.
What would you like?
Hot and sour soup.
Please stop by again sometime.
I'll think about it.
This is positive.
I will. Honor Mao. Arkwright Solutions, an A-rank bracer, and a divine blade. Here to sample our Eastern fare. Is it free? No. The smell of it's so rich it takes me right back to Longport. I can feel my mouth watering already. Yeah, well, keep a leash on it until lunchtime. Keep your feed bag closed. It's not time. Shut the fuck up. You double ate too.
I know, but that's
You're so hungry.
well. But that'll be good enough. I'll have to drink.
We're not going out tomorrow.
I know we're not going out tomorrow.
Oh, then I have to cook your breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'll be. Yum yum.
We're just making the rounds on Edith's rumor mills while we work through our force bigs. Oh, well, one juicy tidbit I have is your run-in with the Liu family yesterday. You already know about that? I do, albeit only superficially. While we're on the subject, I've been wondering what became of the Syndicate after the fact. The Liu family bigwigs are still somewhere in the capital. Same goes for Sao and his men. What they're up to is a mystery, but I do hear the Council of Elders will be making a big announcement soon. We can probably guess what it is. I anticipated a massive gambit from Sao, but it came a lot faster than I was thinking. I'm of no mind to follow his example, but his cunning and audacity are to be admired. To be fair, it isn't as if it's all bad for the Syndicate. Maybe not, but that doesn't mean I have to whoop it up. Well, I, for one, look forward to that, what the future holds for Heiwei, and by extension, the path you choose to tread. Whoop! But enough about our internal affairs. I happen to have a piece of information here that might interest you. The True Grievous Brigade has resumed their operations, so it's true. We'd heard from Elaine that they were on the move, though the guild doesn't have any specifics. At any rate, their core members should be all in custody now after what happened at Aramis. If that alone were enough to deter them, they would have disbanded ages ago. But there was the way back when we were down one. Because they were all like, wasn't there one more?
Yeah.
After we got on, wasn't there one more? There was probably, yeah, it's probably that guy. I don't know who's currently leading their ranks, but they do seem to be more zealous than ever. And I thought cockroaches were hard to stomp out. Easters like us may be on their blacklist, but I doubt they're foolhardy enough to raise a hand against Heiwei. So long as they don't act against us, we'll extend the same courtesy to them. The rest of you aren't off their radars either, so you may want to watch your backs. Point taken. Thank you for the warning. Alright. Anyway. Let's start those four spagagoos. Four spagoogles. Four spaggle daggles. First, let's learn how to cook.
Hamburger steak.
That was delish.
I'm full. I'm stuffed.
Oh!
Stop making meat.
Um,
No.
Thanks for the grub.
He's not so.
I'm stuffed.
No, you're not.
Thanks for the grub.
See? Love you a sugar rush?
Owe me a sugar rush.
Have some cake. Just a creep out.
Love me a sugar rush. Love me a sugar rush.
Would you? I know that you're doing it for the points, but like, what if you're like, oh man, I could have used like some extra CP or something?
No, I'm mostly using EP anyway, and I have fundamentally infinite.
Okay.
Thanks for the grub. Whew, I'm stuffed.
Oh, he's stuffed. You know what they say? Oh, I'm stuffed. And all that.
Would you care for some flour? What would you like?
I want a rose muffin.
Please stop by again sometime.
I'll think about it. Neo Life Aid. Okay. Sucks. I just have to freaking locate those damn doodles. There I did.
Oh, that's her baby is.
In the corner? Nope. Kinda.
Kinda.
In multiple corners.
Yeah.
How many more? How many more?
So many more. Much more. Yes.
Oh, so many more.
Much more stuff.
But I need it.
Do you? You
Yes.
need them droplets. Or
That's
HP.
worth 200 max HP.
Yeah, I was about to say
No, it doesn't really matter because they're infinitely farmable. Whatever.
But you're like, I must.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get more.
All right.
Monster. It doesn't matter. I couldn't have got.
Yeah, you
I
couldn't
couldn't have
have
killed it anyway. It's
anything.
just. Yep, it's in the specific. It's very specific. And it has to be very specific. I have to go into Rosette's room, rifle through her panties, and then get on her computer and check her search history. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing in her panty drawer. Oh, that more oil. Art robot, basically. You walked into that one. The fuck? Looks cool, but it also looks like the outside of the witch's village. Reverie or whatnot. Yeah, let his bitch ass prowl.
Their numbers are great. Give them your all. I won't hold back.
Some activating skill.
And yes, you can go. Great.
You'll make
Go, Grim Cat, go.
Give it my all. Initiating drive. Here we go. Ha! You know what to do. Allow me.
Oh no, the Jabberwocky arm. Anyway.
Prepper. There. You know what to do. Allow me. A chance. I'll give it my all. Allow me.
Now's engaging
Hey,
skill.
there. Here's my chance.
Now's your chance. Some elements look effective.
Here goes. The time activating drive. Use a sharp attack their weakness with an art. There. You know what to do.
Got your number.
Chance. The time drive for a sharp boost. Shoot it.
Y'all gotta stop being paralyzed, brother.
Some elements look effective. Activating skill.
More.
Chance.
Use a shot.
All you on yes.
Preparations are initiating drive.
Yay. With minimal issue. Divine Phoenix.
Well done, everyone. Mira deposit confirmed.
Yay.
Chaos.
I need some more gray now because chaos is already max.
That
I need some... Oh, I need you to not abandon me. That'd be nice. Throwing that out there.
let's roll. Not
Be kind of cool. It's not, though. It's not, though. It's not, though.
That's how it goes.
Oh, come on.
welcome. I've got all your support needs. Let me know if you need it.
Do you, though? All my support needs? I don't know about that. Alright. So, I need to unequip my Proverbs of Confrontation itself.
Appreciate your business. Mwah!
Good.
Want a place to chill?
Good.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
You're dying. Proverbs of Divinity.
Thanks a bunch. We've got the good stuff. Thanks a bundle.
Now Van always does crits. And can like never fucking miss. He's got an additional almost 400% accuracy. He's never gonna miss again. Nope. It's a flat percentage. So unless an enemy has fucking almost 500% evasion, he cannot miss. Unless it is a specific thing that is auto miss. But I'm not counting that.
Let's be honest.
Because there is a status that says, hey, you're always gonna get missed. Can you stop that? Not cold. Escape patient. Patient escaped from my clinic in a circumstance necessitate that he not be left unsupervised.
Oh no.
He crazy.
He got away.
He crazy.
He escaped.
He escaped, but did he get away with it?
Yes.
He got away, but was it with it?
Let's roll, gang.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
You don't know.
I know everything.
Sometimes.
This is one of those times.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be an extra quest. No, friggin' the patient escaped from the Blacklight District doctor. That's not good. Hey, Isabel. Anything good? I don't know what kind you got.
You'll be fine so long as you take the recommended dosage.
A lot in the glass. Unprecedented doesn't even begin to describe this case. It's times like these when I wish I had that Spriggan on call. Hey girl, I'll give you my number. You can call me anytime, day or night. Preferably night. Okay. Speak of the devil. Nice to see you, Arkwright Solutions. Those expectant looks tell me you're here about the request I put up. Yep, can't make any guarantees, but give us the particulars and we'll let you know if it works for us. A patient ran away from your clinic, if I recall correctly. How exactly did that come about? I'll start from the top and give you the rundown. It all began this morning. A man I'd never seen before had fallen unconscious here in the Blacklight District. He was easy pickings, that is to say, I gave him a checkup out of the kindness of my heart. While there weren't any external injuries, his disease had grown so severe that he couldn't move a muscle. I had medication specific to his condition in stock, so I brought him into the clinic and treated him then and there. Wow, you're a real saint of a doctor. In the Devil's Den, save for the part where she called him easy pickings. Now, this is where the problem comes in. I took my eyes off him for just a second, only to come back to an empty room and some money for my services. There was no sign that anyone else had come in, so he must have ran off on his own. If he was trying to dip out of paying his medical bills, that'd be one thing. But the prices you charge here are practically highway robbery. Besides, this patient left enough mirror before going, right? That he did, and the funny thing is, it was actually more than I was planning to charge. In any case, I have a few ideas to why he ran out on me the way he did. He kept on ranting and raving, I can't believe they're after me, and so forth. There was a lot more to it, but that's the only part I could make out clearly. Those are the words of a guy caught up in the wrong kind of trouble. Whatever it is, it's big enough that he'd rather book it than stay here and heal up. Maybe so. If it were as simple as that, I'd have been content to send him on his merry way, lollipop in hand. But his treatment isn't even close to complete yet. If he doesn't regularly take medication to relieve any side effects, the results could be disastrous. Worst case scenario, he'll die, just like that. That's horrible. Shouldn't you be out trying to, I don't know, save his life? Nope.
I got shit to do.
I already got paid. My services only extend towards payment. No need to get so worked up. I said worst case scenario, didn't I? The chances of that are below 1%, though it's 100% certain he'll end up in so much pain that he will wish he were dead. That's not any better. Indeed, if his condition was critical to begin with, any additional side effects would only exacerbate it. His personal circumstances notwithstanding, it would be best to retrieve him sooner rather than later. I'm guessing that's what you're requesting us to do? Right you are. My patient paid me in full, so I have an obligation to ride this out to the end. You don't, though. I'd appreciate it if you could bring him back here as quickly as you can. Huh, that's way more level-headed ass than I was waiting for. I'm also a bit concerned about whoever it is that's after him. Whether it's to gather information or to save someone in need, we're duty-bound to address this matter. What do you think, Van? Let's see. Ooh, I need some gray. Guess we don't have much choice but to take on the job. Thanks. Glad you say things my way. Now, here are some pills. Pass them along to my patient if you manage to find him. They're the same kind I'd originally planned to administer in order to moderate his side effects. If he's already exhibiting symptoms, you should be able to curb them for a while. Consider it done. So you mind giving us a few more specifics on this runaway of yours? Not at all. He's a man in his late 20s with a slim build. The medicine I gave him likely restored his mobility to some small degree, but as his treatment is only in its early stages, ergo far from complete, I suggest he'll be struggling to walk. In that case, it should be easy to follow his trail. Then the next question is, which way this guy headed? Is he hiding out in the Blacklight District, or did he already make for the hills? Well, why don't we go to the nearest exit and check? We can ask around the area to see if anyone saw him. If a sighting is reported, then the likelihood that he left the district grows. Indeed it does. Elsewise, we can safely assume that he is still somewhere to be found here. Works for me. The exit closest to us is over in the northeast. Lindsay's shop is set up around these parts. We can try asking her about it. Let the search begin. We search, but we don't care. Okay, there's new stuff at these shops, right?
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Please stop by again. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Algernon. Meh, you're useless. Shut up. You got nothing for me.
I have some. What would you like?
Some more of these, like if I can.
Please stop by again sometime.
What's a cutie like you doing selling books down here? This is Criminal Town. These fuckers can't read.
You don't know.
I see basketball.
And a car. highway? No, train track?
Maybe. See, you can't read.
You can't read. You stop.
Christ, who's gonna die first? That seems like
I
a
want
good
to check
read.
out that book.
A slender, sickly-looking man in his late 20s. Actually, I did see someone like that just a bit ago. He went through that exit over there. We hit the bullseye right off the bat. Though if he's up the Blacklight District, that gives us no shortage of locations to investigate. We're gonna use that Wi-Fi, like jacking off it, or if he was being tailed. Anything else you happen to notice, Lindsay? Well, let me think. He was out of breath, but I didn't keep him from muttering to himself. Things like this passport should do the trick, and it'll be dicey near the embassies, but I have to go. Could have knocked him over with a feather. I was torn on whether or not to reach out. Thin, wimpy types don't usually do it for me, but his heavy panting and looks of agony were just so adorable.
That's why she instead. Okay.
Oh, did I say that out loud? You said the quiet part out loud, but damn, I'm here for it. Only at the top of your lungs. Thanks for sharing, though. Funny girl, this one. Anyway, that passport bit sticks out to me. Chances are he came to the Blacklight District in order to get one fake for him. Then there's the part about the embassies. Sounds like he's got no choice but to be here as them. Then our next stop is the Auburn District. That's where the embassies are. Well, I can't say I followed any of that, but I'm glad I was able to help. Here, up and finish your work here so you can visit me again, okay, boyfriend number 4? How many times do I gotta say it? We are not together. Period. But, I mean, if we were, you'd be girlfriend number... You'd be girlfriend number 9. Got Agnes and Judith, Rosette and Elaine, Shizuna, Ren, Nina, Sahara, any other good hoes I'm missing? Like Celise, not with that portrait. She is not photogenic. I'm not really doing it for her maze. Lindsay'd be number 9. Well, isn't this a comical little routine? You see that glare in her eyes? Terrifying.
I have some good books on sale.
See, she has a voice like that, but it's like, oh, he's so adorable when he's fucking dying. That's the best. Like you. I'm over here dying. You're like, oh, you're so cute. Alright, here we are in the Auburn District. This is where the patient from Isabel's clinic fled to, presumably. But how exactly are we going to find him? Going by the dude's mumbling, he'll be steering clear from the embassies if he can help it. Other than that, we're pretty hard up for clues. Actually, I've got one thing we can try. Isabel gave this guy something specifically made to treat his condition, right? She said so much, yeah, but what difference does that make? I believe I see if it can. Let me just check if my idea holds any water first. Hello, something the matter? We're on the hunt for your patient, but figuring out how to pick up his trail got us stumped. So I had a question for you. Is it possible to track any ingredients of that medication you gave him? You want us to track the medicine itself? Oh, really thinking outside the box, I see. The dosage were delivered both orally and via injection. In other words, the medicine he ingested might have detectable particles when he exhales. I see I can send you the name of the drug if you need. That'd be great. I'll let you get back to it then. Knock him dead out there, or, well, you know what I mean. I understand the patient's breathing was labored. If the traces he left are spaced closely enough, we may be able to perform a shard search. Right, and factoring in the wind displacement to it allows us to reverse calculate the origin points. Shut up. I sound all smart. Fucking dumbass. Then allow me to test whether a shard search detects any matches to this pharmaceutical's components. Sure, take it away. Traces are discernible, if only faintly. A shard search would indeed be feasible, albeit more difficult to follow than usual. You're incredible, Rosette. It figures you're a tech whiz, wouldn't be much of a Marduk concierge otherwise. Your praise honors me. Alright, let's get this show on the road. The longer we take, the more off the mark Rosette's calculations get. Right. Ah, yes, just go through his hot, stank-ass breath. That's great. I love that.
Let us pray.
Like, I gotta do this. I want the stuff. My OCD says get. Oh, I was worth 100. My OCD says get the stuff. It doesn't say get all the stuff, but it says get as much stuff as as reasonably fun.
Does it now?
Yes. Very specific OCD. Very mindful. Very demure. There's a lot you don't know about me. Secrets. So stuff. Yeah, just walk through his hot ass breath. Fucking hate it. This, as far as the trail goes, our runaway patient must have passed through this gate then. But why? All it leads to is an abandoned subway line. There's a possibility that he has a fake passport, if you recall. In which case, his goal would be to either leave the country illicitly or obtain a fraudulent visa. Given that, choosing this route would imply he's attempting to escape the capital. I see now. He's planning to lose his pursuers by sneaking out underground. Sure, but the borders aren't exactly a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Auburn district. It'd take a real nutcase to make that trek with the body falling apart at the seams. This goes to show you how desperate it is. By the way, but the only way to know what he's going through is to ask the guy himself. Let's go inside and get searching. Keep your heads on a swivel just in case. Roger. The team entered the abandoned subway line and proceeded into its depths. Then, in the distance, they spotted the figure of a man on the run. Shoot, they're gaining on me already. Well, nothing else for it. This wouldn't buy much time, but I'm short on options. Just a little further until we catch up. Think again. He thinks we're the bad guys. Rats, he slipped away. And I think I just heard a locking gauge. These doors look old, but the security system seems to be relatively new. Most likely, it can only be released from the opposite end. What now? Maybe there's a detour we can take? Going the long way would just give him a free pass to shake us off. Good point. We're better off keeping up the chase through here. He looked pretty bone tired, though. My bet's that he's going to take his chance to rest. How do you plan to open these doors, then? The only way we can, by unlocking them from the inside. Think your little friend can help us with that, Catra? Oh, I get it. You want Theo to wrap around and disengage the lock. Reporting for duty. But how are they supposed to get to the other side? There was a duct way back over there. It probably connects to this room, structurally speaking. There you have it. Theo, try sneaking in through the duct. Understood, Catra. Initiating auto mode. Not very automatic if I have to control it. He controls like wet butt. He's like Luigi. Oh, I didn't even see those there.
Nope.
Oh! I'm him. There it is.
Ah, yep, check.
Put it there for nothing. And just like that, we shut off the air conditioning for everybody. Oh, come on, you slidey it. Oh, this is Pinky. Out there.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever. Trying to see where they were going to come from. Like, he's very floaty and slidey. Duck successfully traversed. Now proceeding to release the lock. Way to go, Theo. I was wondering why I didn't hear any footsteps. Turns out he barely even took one. Damn it all. I can't let them get me. Is he alright? His face is pale and he's sweating up a storm. Give him the medication we brought. The side effects are starting to manifest. The group had the man and just the medicine Isabel had given them. Phew! Thank goodness we were able to remedy the situation. I owe you guys my life. Who exactly am I thanking, though? At first I thought you were the ones chasing me. We're from Arkwright Solutions, the Blacklight District doctor who took you and sent us a request. Apparently, if you stop your treatment partway through, the side effects could be fatal. She wants you to hurry back ASAP. She said she'd look after you till everything's done and dusted. Side effects? So that's what had me hurting like never before. But more importantly, you said Arkwright Solutions, right? Now I get a closer look. I recognize you. You're that Spriggan who works with the police and guild from time to time. You even got ties to Kincaid from the Integrated Analysis Division. That'll teach me to let my guard down. You're here to take me back too, aren't you? Depends. Huh? Not the place I'd expect to see this spectacled sadist to get name dropped. So, when you say being chased by someone, you're talking about the CID? I knew this guy looked familiar somehow. He was there when I met with Renee at the cafe, who used to be a member of the Imperial Intelligence Division. Believe me, if I could stop getting tangled up with Renee, I would. We've got no plans to hand you into the CID if that's what you're worried about. Heck, we ain't even gonna rat you out. That don't mean we're on the same side, though. Think of us as more of a neutral party. If we really wanted to capture you, we would have kept those meds to ourselves. Perhaps you'd feel more comfortable having the guild intervene in lieu of a Spriggan? Were the CID to demand your extradition, though, we would have no choice but to comply. If that isn't to your liking, I suggest you begin explaining what this is about. Fine, I'll talk. My name is Hubert. I'm with the 2nd External Affairs Division of the CID, and I'm sick and tired of being used as a pawn for their international information wars. So I'm running away from both them and the Imperial Intelligence Division in hopes of reaching the Free Cities. Not just the CID, but the Intelligence Division as well. You must have held a pretty important position, too, being part of an international information war. Important, he says. They treated me as nothing more than a puppet. I was a double agent for both the Empire and the Republic, a quadruple agent, if you will. A quadruple agent? Not even a movie would go for something so convoluted. How the hell did you land yourself in that gig? I was originally affiliated with the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division. But after the war, I gave up on Erebronia entirely. So I struck a deal if I brought them the head of a certain coworker of mine, the CID would let me join them. Simply put, I shifted the allegiance to the Republic. So up until then, you were just a simple spy. But then my target, the Scarecrow, caught on to my secret mission. Oh, you can't beat Lecter. You fucking can't beat Lecter. He threatened me into pretending to be a double agent that had sworn loyalty to the Republic while following the Empire's instructions instead. Playing double agent for two nations, then maneuvering to give one party the upper hand. Such are the activities of a triple agent. Yes, but then the CID caught wind of my circumstances. So they started giving me baited intel, fully anticipating that I would deliver it to the Empire. It only hit me just recently, but I've been dancing in the palm of their hand for who knows how long. And that's how you wound up a quadruple agent. I think I kind of get it, sorta, except not really. Just listening to this is giving me a stress ulcer. You know, it was when I crossed over to the Republic that my health started going to pot. Each superpower would browbeat me into probing the other day after day, to the point where I couldn't spare a second to hold a grudge against Arendelle. I didn't have the energy to go to the doctors, and whatever time I had off was spent sleeping like a corpse. Nope. Wow, and here I thought government jobs were cushy.
Nope.
I don't remember when it happened, but all of a sudden, I got the urge to throw my career out the window and leave everything behind. Today was the day I finally acted on the escape plan I'd been ironing out. But when I went to the Blacklight District to pick up my fake passport, I sensed the CID nearby. While trying to hide myself, my condition worsened until I became the wreck you see now. Nevertheless, I was determined to use these abandoned lines to flee to the capital. They worked you raw. I get how you'd be fed up with that. But even still, I'd say you brought it all on yourself. Excuse me? When it comes down to it, this whole thing stems from you going turncoat on the Empire. You're lucky they didn't lock you up for treason, or worse, put you on the execution block. Just the fact that your neck's still intact makes this the better bargain by far. But hey, what do I know, right? Either way, you're coming with us. Like I already said. Hubert? Is it the side effects again? No, the medicine we administered should still be in effect. Perhaps this is a symptom of the affliction itself? Come to think of it, Isabel never told us what he's actually suffering from. Stress. Hubert, can you tell us the name of your condition? Stress. Ugh, how do you expect me to know? What does it even matter? My time is up anyway. This isn't your run-of-the-mill sickness, not when the pain's just excruciating. Death is coming for me. I can already see the light. No, you can't give up now. It may not help much, but I can perform some recovery arts on you. Don't bother. Honestly, I've been thinking. Even if I do make a life as a fugitive, I won't have long to enjoy it. The way I see it, this is my punishment for the web of lies I've been weaving. But you know what? That's okay. I gave it all I had and got as far as I could. Pull it together. You aren't beyond saving just yet. Come on, guys. Let's haul him over to Isabel. Well, that is what we were hired to do. He sounds pretty intent on dying here, though, but it's not like we're beholden to that or anything. The choice is yours, man. I don't know. Dragging folks along by force goes against my style. Looks like I'm going to have to say something to make him change his mind. From what he's told us, the guy's got ambition in spades. I could try to goad him into that, and stoke his will to live. On the other hand, even if he's already chosen death, maybe I can convince him to reconsider things objectively. You're the big hunger. I heard that.
No, just because the...
We're gonna stroke his ego. Yeah, I'll go with this plan. Forget it, Agnes. We're leaving him. We are? How can you be so heartless? Besides, the whole point of this request was for us to bring him to the clinic. What good it'll do, or what good will it do if to lug a guy who's already happy to lie in his grave? You're satisfied with the life you lived, right? Then the best thing we can do is respect your dying wish. Let's go. Bye-bye. Mr. Arkwright. Reverse psychology. Classic. No, I just really don't care. Ah, being an old jackass. Classic. There's just one thing that's bugging me, if you don't mind my asking. Why'd you give up on the Empire and defect to the Republic after the war? You wouldn't have done that unless there was something you expected from them. Something you could no longer hope for. It'd have to be worth switching sides for, too. So what was it? What else? Status. Power. Money. I wanted it all. Women. Hoes. Bitches. Yeah. Ladies. Did you now? That's funny. From what I've been hearing, you haven't gotten a single one of those things yet. That's... Even if you flee to another country, all you have to show for it are the CID on your ass, a debilitating disease, and zero motivation. Seems like a total wash from start to finish. Well, if it's any consolation, you made for a pretty hilarious quadruple agent. It might get me a few laughs at my next drinking session. What, are you mocking me? Yeah. My work spans two major superpowers. I fought the front lines on the fields of counter-espionage, and then counter-espionage, and then counter-espionage, and then counter-espionage, If it weren't for that bastard Arundel or that CID upstart Kincaid, I'd have fulfilled my aspirations ages ago. Hubert, I understand how you feel, but yelling will only make your condition worse. Indeed, though I should note that his heretofore declining blood pressure has begun to rise again. Wow, Van must have really steamed him up. So you finished saying your piece to me? If not, you can let the rest off your chest at the clinic. Grrr! Oh, the hell with the consequences. Take me wherever you damn well please. You practically had to pry the words out of your mouth. Just let us handle it from here. That one could have gone either way. Nicely played, Van. Well, duh. You okay? Are you bleeding?
No.
What are you doing? You cold?
My nose is cold anyway.
Well done bringing him back. You make it look so easy. I wish that wound up being way more of a hassle than we bargained. I wish that wound up being way more of a hassle than we bargained for. Did it now. I already had the impression he was tougher than most by the way he scurried off his sickbed. Huff, 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 puff, 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 puff. I can't take it any longer. You're in critical condition, all right. Hey, what are you snickering about? Someone's life is on the line here. Is you going to be okay, Isabel? If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. I get that you kids have moral compasses for hearts, but I advise against playing the nurse here. The treatment process will be a bit difficult to watch. Better to spare your eyes as well as his dignity. That means a finger up the bum. Knuckles deep. Nope. Ain't no doctor sticking his digits up my ass. Yes, I do.
You'll be asleep.
Not willingly. Out of curiosity, what exactly is he suffering from? Irritable bowel syndrome? Oh, did I never tell you? It's probably some joke-ass illness. It's a urinary calculus. Pardon? You mean like math? Sure. Not quite. In medical terms, calculi are stone-like crystals that form internally due to extreme stress or regular lifestyle. So, he's got gallstones. Are they gallstones? No, not kidney stones. Fuck, what are the stones you have to piss out? Maybe. Oh, that hurts. Oh.
That's why it's important to drink water.
That hurts to read, brother.
Yep, you gotta drink water. Water.
So, I was right. Stress. In most cases, they're found in the kidney or bladder and block the urethra, affecting the bladder and the stomach before spreading all throughout. The patient is then struck with enough pain to make a death a mercy. They're in perfect health once the stones are expelled from their body, though. Mind summing that up for us? He pee, he good. It hurt? Oh yeah. Simply put, it's not an untreatable disease. Most cases can be cured without surgery. Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess it's better than being in mortal danger, but still, if not treated, he is. My expectations do feel a little betrayed. Say it like it is. We got played. Now. To be fair, everything she said from the get-go implied the medication was all he needed. You should have spoken up the moment you realized that. No, there has to be some mistake. It feels like I have a full set of knives filling me from the inside. My dick. Pain depends on the size of the stone. In your case, it's decently large, about 0.4 reed, which would probably be about 0.4 inches, I would guess. Don't worry, I'll give you a shot to ease your suffering, though it'll still be quite intense until the stone passes. You're going to have to buck up and keep yourself hydrated and keep pissing. Just keep pissing, just keep pissing, just keep pissing. So all I can do is power through doctor's orders, I suppose. This is all so draining. Yeah, you gotta go drain the lizard. But look on the bright side. Now you're on the road to recovery. And with that, the request is successfully completed. Though for Mr. Hubert, the issue of the CID yet remains. Hate to leave you hanging, but this is the part where we pull out. we won't go out of our way to blab to the CID about you, but if push comes to shove, we've got no reason to keep our lips shut. You did say you were a neutral party. Not that it's any business of ours, but have you given any consideration as to what you'll do next? About that. You telling me off gave me a lot to chew on. I'd rather keep my distance from the CID until this stone passes, but afterward I think I'll go back to them. Is that so? Absolutely. I'm not ready to go out as one of history's least memorable footnotes. I've been playing the deception game on a national scale for 2 entire countries. You can't even imagine how many state secrets I know. Maybe we should kill you now. What's more, I'm in a position to watch how Arendelle and Kincaid play their cards. As for the fake intel they're feeding me, I'm sure I can get plenty of use from it. All this to say, I'm going to stay a quadruple agent and build up my own place in the world. Then, someday I'll rise high enough to wrap Arendelle and Kincaid around my finger instead. Quintuple agent! Quintuple agent the king. Clearly your imagination is more powerful than mine. It sounds like a pipe dream for now, but imagine the drama if it ever became a reality. I don't see the issue. Either dream big or not at all. Renee can deal with the aftermath, on the off chance he actually makes anything of it. I can't help but feel a little bad for Mr. Kincaid. He's fine. Whatever your 5-year plan is, it can't wait until after we take care of that stone. Let's get some painkillers in you before the next wave hits. Go on, head inside. Right away, doctor. I guess this is goodbye then. Thanks for everything, truly. I'll transfer you your payment like always. Appreciate it. Get well soon, Hubert.
That's all, folks. Mira deposit confirmed.
Come on, Gray. It's not working fast enough.